I could have got changed in there and not known that the camera was there. Who the hell's house am I staying at? Like, I'm staying in the house of a meth addict.
This is Shannon from London, my Couchsurfer. Before you went to Taiwan, did you have many misunderstandings about Taiwan?
I think there's like a European like imagination of Asia that it's just gonna be like bricks and temples everywhere. And then when I went to Taiwan, wow, this is like a beautiful island. It has such beautiful nature and scenery.
Is there anything in Taiwan you think it's so strange, no one has ever done that in UK?
People just taking pictures and videos of you. And sometimes you would be like, hey, no, I don't want it. And they'll just keep going.
You're a foreigner.
Yeah.
They would just want to say hi or take a photo. It's not like here in Hong Kong, like, they really actually don't care because they see foreigners every day.
Yeah. Maybe one time where my card ran out of money. When I was tapping off, your card will go through and it'll be on minus, right? Like they'll give you a free journey, so they'll just tell you like, this is the warning, you need to top up your card. But in Taiwan, they don't give you the warning. Oh, you don't have enough money, you need to top up. Have you got cash? But I wouldn't have cash. They would hold up the whole bus. Well, I'm gonna wait here for you to come and go and top up your card and then come back. If you go to Taiwan, make sure you have enough money on your travel card.
Is there any difference between Taiwanese men and British men?
Taiwanese men are definitely more gentlemanly. You know, offering to help you with your luggage, offering to drop you off somewhere, taking you out for lunch, for dinner, being very helpful, trying to problem solve for you. British men will probably leave you to your devices.
Did anyone help you in London if you carry very heavy stuff?
Some people will, but it's more women that will help you.
Do you think the British women and Taiwanese women are very different?
The Taiwanese women that I met were Christian. So a lot of them are very much like, they, you know, want to settle down, they want to have families. Whereas like most of like the British women that I know, they want to either like not have kids or they're like focused on their career. They don't really care about getting married. Some people are even like against marriage.
If they don't have any religion, they don't want to have kids, they want to have freedom. Even though I'm single right now, I feel very happy. Because men would say, oh, if I have a girlfriend, I have to earn a lot of money and treat the girl. And then go out with the girls, have a lot of ideas, buy her a lot of gifts. So being single is good. What about in general? Like the Taiwanese people and British, the biggest difference?
Like I think Taiwanese people are a lot more hospitable. We in Britain, they don't really feel like go out of their way to be ambassadors of the country, right? Whereas like there's more of that in Taiwan. Like London people are very London centric. Like I just don't think about the other.
I think any big city is probably similar. Hong Kong is the same. Did people treat you in a special way?
Like sometimes they'd want to talk to you, practice English with you. You know, people are staring at you like they've never seen a black person before. When you're a foreigner, you do get like the foreigner treatment. Like people are happy to help, give you directions and things like that.
Your background is very interesting because your parents are originally from Congo, but you were born in the UK and grew up there. What kind of food you prefer?
I feel like I like so many cuisines.
But you're a big fan of taco.
If anybody has a taco recommendation for Taiwan, let me know.
What's the common homemade food, like the Congolese dish?
The most popular is probably madesu, which is like kidney beans in like a tomato-based stew, and then you eat it with rice, or you can eat it with like fufu.
Do you have any memorable or scary experiences when you use Couchsurfing?
I had a host in Australia in Cairns, and at first the host seemed like a normal human, but he did kind of suit the bill of like an Australian stereotype that they call like bogan. And there was another couchsurfer that was staying there as well. And then he also had a lodger as well. When we got there, he was basically asking us to buy him like groceries and cook for him and all this stuff. Sometimes I'd be speaking to him and trying to have a conversation with him. He would mumble, I can't really understand what you're saying. And then he would repeat again and then start mumbling again. And then he would start to complain to be like, we weren't trying to have a conversation with him. This is a little bit weird. I was staying in that room, so it's like I could have got changed in there and not knowing that the camera was there, but I spotted it, and then all of a sudden the camera went away, and then he was like, oh, I need you to move rooms, I want you and the other couch surfer to share. And then he cleared out the room, and it was just getting really weird. He texted to say that there had been a death in his family. Everybody needs to vacate the premises by 10 a.m. on the day that I was leaving. And then at 6 a.m. he started banging on the door, and he was like, get out right now. Now you've got 20 minutes. We're two girls, like, we have to get ready. And now he's like insisting that we have to keep the door open. And then he had a lodger who was actually renting. He's packing his stuff and he's leaving as well. So he's kicked him out as well and made him homeless. I had found out that he had just been taking a cocktail of drugs, including meth, like cocaine, meth, who knows what else. And then also he was an army veteran as well. So he had PTSD from his time in the army and got prescribed antidepressants, but he hasn't been taking them. Who the hell's house am I staying at? Like, I'm staying in the house of a meth addict. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe.
As a Congolese British growing up in the UK, did you still face a lot of racism?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Like, my parents came to the UK as refugees, and the church that kind of took us in was a very like white conservative church, even though like we were like all the kids, like me and my siblings were all born in like the West and grew up here. I always kind of felt like we were kind of looked at as like the refugee family at church. And like the way that they would talk to us, they'd talk to us very patronizingly. They'd like talk to my dad like, oh, I heard about the war in Congo, like, you know, are your family okay? It just felt disingenuous. A lot of people just would kind of just ignore us or not interact with us. Like going to the shops, a lot of the time you get followed around, like thinking you're gonna shoplift. The teachers would treat you differently, like you'd get harsher punishments and things like that. I would say London is still very much like multicultural, but there's still like a lot of racism there. Like my friend who's also black was like called the N-word. Black women are like 3 times likely to die in childbirth. Hopefully we can get to somewhere, but it's definitely not going to get anywhere if people just like deny that it's happening, which is what is happening.
I would not say in Hong Kong or Taiwan there will be no racism, but it's not that obvious. I used to work in a very local small company. So anyway, we were talking about different topics, and then one girl, she said, I was waiting for the lift, and then there were some Pakistan men waiting with me as well. So I let them all in, and then I took the next one because she was afraid. People usually have the very negative impression about people from Africa, people from Middle East, so they just try to stay away from them. Yeah, if you look at Instagram, it's a guy growing up in Hong Kong, and he speaks Cantonese, but he's originally from Middle East. He is really into skateboard or street dance, just because he looks different, and those local Hong Kong people will never let him in. That he can mix with his own race, but not with the Hong Kong people. A lot of people think London is not very safe, or UK is not very safe. For example, a lot of stabbing, stealing, drug, alcoholic. What do you think about it?
I personally feel safe in the UK. I feel like I live in a relatively safe area in the UK. I could walk around with my phone out and I wouldn't feel like someone's gonna snatch it, right? But if I was to go to central London, I would be kind of like, I don't want to have my phone out in case it gets snatched. I think a lot of it is just like sensationalized in the media. If you are not a part of a gang, then you don't have to worry about being stabbed, right? Most stabbing victims are actually like that domestic violence incidents. You're more likely to get stabbed by somebody you know.
After using Couchsurfing for so long, what did you learn from this platform?
I guess being more open-minded and also appreciating that like especially solo traveling as a woman, you should be careful, you need to be safe. You know, obviously have your discernment, right? Follow your gut if you feel like something isn't right. There's a lot of good in the world. Take a chance and you're going to have a good experience, right? There's more good times to be had than bad times to be had. It has also taught me to be less selfish, go with the flow, like you see how other people live. It's taught me different ways of life. Would you ever stay at a stranger's home?
Let us know. Bye.